Good morning, everybody. Blaine Austin here, Sewing Machines Plus, and welcome to our live show today. Hey, what a beautiful day it is out here in sunny California, and we hope it's a great day where you're at. Hey, we have a great show lined up for you today. We have Janet Flynn's going to be here today. She's a educator, and we're going to talk all about the Brother PSR 100 Persona. And man, we got a great demonstration lined up for you. We're going to talk all about that machine. And, if you've been interested in one of these machines, hey, we're going to try to make it where it's easy to buy today. We're going to have a great special on it today. And we're going to tell you, some ways to do it. So if you've been wanting one of these, hey, we're glad you're here. If you've been thinking about one, hey, we want you to contact us, and we're going to try to make it easy for you to purchase one today. But we're going to show you all about it, and we're super excited that Janet's here with us. But I hope that everybody's doing well out there. So let us, chime in and let us know how you're doing and where you at. I want to say a special hello to my mother up there, and she's in Arkansas, up in Bono, Arkansas today, and I know that she told me she was going to be watching the show. So thanks for watching, Mom. And I saw some of our regulars on the chat, so we sure do appreciate y'all coming on board. And again, guys, y'all probably looking at, over my shoulder over here, you're seeing this big old present. It's hard to miss, isn't it? So I got to tell you all about our little present. So this is our 10 for 10 promotion. And what our goal is we're trying to get our YouTube channel with 10,000 subscribers. And hey, we're getting close. I think the last time I checked, we were about 9,400. So just a few hundred away, and hopefully we'll hit that goal. But when we hit that goal, we're going to give a $10,000 prize package away and to one lucky viewer. But you have to be a subscriber to our YouTube channel. So, and we're going to do that on our Countdown to Christmas show in December. We're going to announce that winner. But what we'll do, how it works is Kyle and Roger's got this new computer program that we're going to tell you like the special code that you're going to put in the chat during the live show. And it'll pull one of those people's names, but it only pulls from people who are subscribed to the YouTube channel. So it's kind of funny how it works. But so if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, hey, go subscribe right now. If you're watching on YouTube, go up there and hit that subscribe notification and to the channel. And also you can hit that bell. It's right beside the subscription button, and that'll give you notifications whenever we put a new video up and things like that. So make sure you go do that if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, hey, we encourage you just to go over to YouTube right now. Search Sewing Machines Plus. You'll find our YouTube channel. Click on there, and you can watch it from YouTube, and you can also subscribe to it. And if you're watching on Facebook, we also have a little campaign going on Facebook. We're trying to hit 30,000 likes on our Facebook page. And I know we got a Halloween costume contest going on right now on there. So if you've made a Halloween costume, or you're dressing up this year, or you've done something for one of your grandchildren or your kids, hey, go over there right now and you can take pictures of it and enter it. And we're going to give a great a machine away. We're giving a Brother LB 5000 Star Wars edition machine away for whoever gets the most likes. So basically put that picture up there and get your friends to go look at it and like it. And whoever does that has the most votes actually wins. So that's how that works. So anyway, we hope that y'all participate with that with us. And anyway, got to tell you a little bit about some dates that we have. So y'all remember on November the 29th, we're going to have our Cyber Monday show. And man, we have a heck of a show put together. We've been working really hard behind the scenes on this, and we've got a huge lineup. We're going to have about, I think it's 29 or 30 products that we're going to actually demonstrate and highlight on the show. Every 15 minutes, there's going to be a different product up there showing you. And we have a huge lineup of educators that are coming on, going to be doing the demonstrations from the various manufacturers. And I've got Jane Klaus is going to be on the show with me, going to help me host it. And so we have got one heck of a show lined up, and we hope that you'll mark your calendars down for that. It's going to be a fantastic show, and we've been really working hard to get the specials too. We're working with all the manufacturers to try to get some really good buys in on products and beef up our inventory. and get those special buys so we can pass that savings right on to you. So we hope that y'all will join us for that. And then on December the 13th through December 17th, we're going to have our Countdown to Christmas show. It'll be 5 days streaming live for about 8 hours each day. And we've got one heck of a show lined up there too. And so a lot of specials and a lot of things. And you never know, it's Christmas time, Roger. You never know what I'm going to come up with. You know what I mean?
You are. You're crazy.
Kyle's not in the studio today. So actually, Kyle is at our San Marcos retail store today. He's actually with Janet, and he's actually running the cameras over there, helping Janet do the demonstrations today on the Persona. And I've got Roger in here, and he's having to run the whole show by himself today, and he's doing a good job. So thanks, Roger. And we appreciate Kyle being over at the store helping us out over there today. But so, hey, we've got the Countdown to Christmas show will be awesome. We hope that you'll join us for that and mark your calendars down. And we'll have a lot of goodies that we're going to be doing. And, last year, Roger, I got the nickname Santa Blaine from the Christmas show because I gave so much stuff away and all that. Oh, there's Carol Lombard. Yep, Santa Blaine comes to town. So, anyway, you never know, Carol, what I'm going to come up with for Countdown to Christmas show. We haven't quite started working all the bugs out on it yet, but we've already been planning it and we've started working on it, but we don't have it completed yet. But we've been, so busy for Cyber Monday. I also got to make an announcement. As y'all know, next week, I think on Thursday next week during our show, all the way through, I think it's Sunday, Houston Quilt Festival, the International Quilt Festival will be going on in Houston, Texas at the George R. Brown Convention Center. And, last year they canceled the show. So this year it's because of the COVID, this year they're having the show. So I know, quilters from all over the world will be going in there. I think you're going to have to wear a mask at the show. But guess what? I'm going to Houston. I'll be there Thursday, and we're going to do our show live from the Houston Quilt Festival on Thursday. So y'all make sure you join in. Tell all your quilting friends, if they can't go live, hey, watch the show with me, and I'm going to show you a little bit around, and we're going to talk to some people there, and just have a good time. And you never know who I'm going to run into at the Houston Quilt Festival and get to talk to. So we're going to try to pull it off. I know sometimes the wireless signal there is not so great, but we're going to try. I'm going to wear a hotspot, and we're going to do we got a camera set up that we're going to try to use. And so anyway, I'm going to be trying to broadcast there. We're going to have Candace Trevino. She's going to be here in the studio, and she's going to be helping me. And we'll have Kyle and Roger here in the studio. And so we're going to try to pull this off next week. And if not, it'll just be the Candace show. but we're going to try to broadcast live from Houston, and you'll get to see. And hey, I also got to tell you, if you are going to be at Houston, the first person that comes up and introduces themselves to me while we're in Houston, guess what? You're going to get a prize. So if you find me in Houston on Thursday, come up and talk to me, introduce yourself, and you will get a prize. And so we hopefully somebody will get a chance to go out to Houston. And I can't wait to go. It's we didn't get to go last year, so we're not going to have a booth this year. 2 years ago, Sewing Machines Plus, we had a big booth there. We had our King Quilter set up there, and that's our proprietary brand. We have the King Quilter made. It's for us. That's our brand, and we had a big booth set up 2 years ago, and had a great time at Houston. And I've been going to Houston for many years. Working in the booths and things. And so this year, no booth, but I'm going to be there walking around, and we're going to have some pretty good specials on the show next week. And hopefully we'll get to show you a lot of demonstrations and things as well. So let's keep your fingers crossed that the what they call the wireless and technology gods bless us so we can broadcast from there, because they are known to have really good cell signals and wireless signals from Houston, so or in that convention center, because it's so big. But we'll try our best to do it. And just so anyway, hope y'all tune in next week and for that show. And it'll be the regular time. It'll be 10 a.m. Pacific time, but it'll be around noon in Houston when I go on air. And so again, I'm gonna be walking around, and if you happen to be at the show, come and find me, and I'm gonna have a special little gift for you, and we'll announce it on the air, and even put you on the air with me probably. So, but anyway, guys, got a lot in store today, and we're going to talk all about the Brother PRS 100 Persona. And I don't know if y'all know this machine very well, but this machine's been out for a few years, and Brother used to only allow the retail stores to sell it. And last year, when the pandemic was at its height, they said, "Look, we're going to, people are not getting out and shopping as much, so they want to be able to get their products." So they allowed us to start selling it online. And so Brother has some products that you can only buy in the retail stores, and they have some products that, naturally we can sell online. And that wasn't one of them, but they released it to us. We've sold it, and that thing has been a huge seller. It's a very popular machine. And one of the reasons that makes it so popular is the versatility of this machine. For the price point we have, this thing is a little over $5,000, shipped to your door. And for what it does compared to some of these $10,000 machines, I think you're going to be quite impressed. So we're going to show you today all the versatility of this machine and what makes the Persona so awesome and so sought after by a lot of hobbyists out there. And so we're going to go live to the San Marcos, our retail store at San Marcos, California, and we have Janet Flynn there today. So Janet, welcome to our show.
Hi.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing great. This
well, good.
Persona is
well,
a
Janet,
great
what
machine.
we wanted to do is we wanted to show everybody a little bit about the features and what makes that Persona so special. So if you could just kind of go over some of the features of that, and then we'll get into some of the other cool things it does.
Okay. One of the greatest things about this machine over a flatbed, it has this arm. So if you're doing bags, the bag actually fits over, and there's no problem in hooping. So it comes with if you're on a flatbed and you're trying to do a bag, you can't get underneath, so that when the embroidery needle comes down, it's going to come down. And if the fabric, the bag is on top, it's going to stitch it shut. So with this, the bag can hang down, and you have no problem. You can't do that on a flatbed. So also, okay, it comes with an 8x8 hoop. And I'm showing you this because the metallic thread, yeah, it works great with metallic thread. It also comes with a 4x4. But when you want to do little things, it also comes with the little hoops. So if you were doing socks, if you were doing onesies, the 4x4 would be great with a onesie. But these little ones are great for names, and on if you were doing, especially baby clothes or something, you're gonna want a real small hoop, and there is absolutely no problem, because you're going to be able to slip the hoops on, and you're going to be able to slip the sock underneath, and you have no problem in stitching it. What we're going to do today, well, I think I'm jumping the gun. Okay, it is a single needle machine. So, but that's not a problem, because when I want to change threads, I just tie off the thread up above and pull it through by the needle, and it's very fast. You can do it in a minute. Yeah, very, very fast. Well, let's just do it. Okay, so if I take this and say I want to change it to the red, I just take the thread and I tie it off. And I just do a slip knot there and pull it down. And it has a needle threader. That's really great. So I'm going to punch out the needle threader, I'm going to go around, cut it off here, and it's threaded. So changing colors is no problem. But the great thing about it is the versatility that you have in hooping your objects. Okay. It also has a bobbin winder. So if you were doing quilting or something on the other side and you needed to have the same thread on both sides, you can wind your own bobbins. Let's see what else. Pretty much you have, okay, another thing that you've got. When we go into the, I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to go into your alphabets. It has numerous alphabets. And it also has, you can see all the different alphabets. Okay, am I going through the same thing? Yeah, okay, so that's there. And we'll go back. And it has, if you're doing something in that little hoop, it has small fonts that you can get down to about maybe a quarter of an inch or less, 2 millimeter, no, not 2, 3 millimeter, 4 millimeter. And you can actually put on a hat, you can put very small inside your design. You can put the lettering. It has numerous designs. So you have a lot of designs to choose from. You have scrolling. You have quilting designs. In the 8x8 hoop, you can do quilting designs. The 8x8 area is your largest area. But they've come up with there's a new hoop out that will allow you to do an 8x14. So that's a pretty good size. So, and again, it will slip on. So this one's going to go on here like this. Okay. So again, you can slip the bag. If you have a big enough bag, you can slip it all the way up. Okay. Also, if you look down on so that's the machine. Then we've got, also you can purchase the table that goes underneath. So I'll show you the table. And I don't know what kind of pricing or what he offers with, but we'll go back to him for that. But this is the table, and it actually fits on this way. I don't have I can't put it on right now because I don't have the hardware for it, but it's a great table. So when you're doing flat things, you also have a flat table. But when you've got to do those circular things, this is the best way to go without going commercial, without going to a multi-needle. And those of you that like to go to the craft fairs, it's not real big. So you can take it with you and do hats. Hats make awesome money. You can buy hats very inexpensively and make them $15 to $25 hats. You can do that on Etsy. You can also go to your craft fairs. You know, I think we still have craft fairs out there. I'm not sure. But when you take it and somebody wants to buy a hat and you have designs there, you can actually personalize it for them. So it's great. We're going to be doing one of these. I'm going to show you how to stitch on this. What we're actually going to do is a split design. So I'm going to, let's go ahead and do it. Okay. So what we're going to do is I've got it on a USB stick. So I'm going to go in and Here's my split design. And what it does is it does the first half, and then we're going to turn it around, and it does the second half. And with software, you can actually make this happen. Most software will do it. The PE Design has a system to do it. But most softwares now you can split. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to the A here, and I'm going to set it, embroidery, and it's ready to go. So now I need to start with my blue color. Also, okay, so this is, okay, so this is the blue. I'm going to come here, and I'm going to, you also could use scissors, but I tend to break them myself. Okay, so I have the blue here. And we're going to pull it through. Well, I think I lost it. So let's get it here. It's down through the tension. I'll just pull it down. Okay, so the way this goes, it goes down through this, the top hole here, and it has a 2 by it. And then it shows you by 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to go through this tension here, around this one, and under here, down on this side, and then back up on this side through that hole. And then we're going to, you also have a cutter right there. So I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to put that down through the hole. Okay. If I can see, the good thing about it is you only have to do it once unless you pull it out, like I did. So now we're down here. I'm going to push the, got to have one more hook here. Is it that side or is that side? Janet. No, okay. Not that difficult. It's actually a bar back here that you go. This only happens when you're demoing. Okay, I'm going to put it under there. And across there, and there we go. All right. You also have a laser that comes down and shows you exactly where it's going to stitch. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, we got it set. I've got it on 1, and we're going to start stitching. What was that? Oh, I have sticky back stabilizer, and it was sticking a little bit on the back, but it's fine. This is the first time I'm joining on the video, so bear with me. I'll get better. I've normally got about 15 people in class instead of a screen. So, okay, as it's stitching, let's see what else I can talk about. Okay, so with this frame, you're going to put sticky back stabilizer on the back of the frame. You don't have any double hoop or anything. It just sticks on the back. Now, when you have a sticky back stabilizer, sometimes your needle will get gummed up from the sticky stabilizer. And Schmidt's came out with a new needle that is a non-stick needle. I usually, when I'm stitching, I usually use an 80-12, but it comes in an 80-12 and a 90-14. And Sewing Machines Plus does sell them. So, Okay, so this was my first color. So what I'm going to do is, now I'm not going to pull it up from the bottom. I will get it here and get my green. And again, what I do is just make a circle, pull it through, because I'm not pulling it through the needle, and lock it, and we'll, above the needle, I just pull it straight out. When I get to the green, push it, and we're ready to go. It's as fast to thread this as, probably faster than using a flatbed machine. So not a big problem at all. Okay, so now I'm going to stitch this one. Okay, there it goes. When it goes all the way back, that's when it hits the stabilizer. Okay, there we go. Now it's going. Okay, so also up here, now I'm finished with the blue. So what I can do, actually, it doesn't need to go through there. So I've got the blue here. I can bring it up here and actually lock it in so that it's up here out of the way. And then we have one more color to go. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Oh, the stand. Let's look at the stand. Okay, the stand is really nice. You can put all your hoops down here. It's got a rack for your hoops. You can put your hat hoop and stuff at the bottom. On the side over there, there's some hanging racks over on the side. It's just a really nice stand. I'm pretty tall, so I like to sit when I'm working on the machine, but it's a good height for actually most people for stitching. But for us tall people, we might want to have a stool or something to sit on so we can be more level with it. If you are, a lot of times we have a sewing machine and an embroidery machine. But if you think about it, a lot of times we can be embroidering while we're sewing. So if we have just an embroidery sewing machine, we are stuck doing one thing or the other. So personally, I have a 10 needle at home, and then I have my sewing machine. So I can always be sewing and embroidering. And this is a great machine to keep embroidering. I'll give you a little trick that I do on my 10 needle. Now here when it stops and it needs to change colors, you're going to need to change colors. But I put a baby monitor on my machine, okay? And I don't stick by it. And your brother machine, I just don't have any problem with it. I've had many brother machines, and I just haven't had any problem with it. So with a baby monitor, you can tell when it stops, and you can also tell if it has a problem because you'll hear the sound. So it doesn't stop me from doing other things, which is really nice. I like that. And I do a lot of embroidering. I actually do have my own business, and my machine's going constantly. And if I had one like this, I probably, like I said, would take it to different things. You could take it, you know, if you were doing at some event or whatever, and a selling event, you actually could Okay, I have been pulling this out too much, but you just have to be careful. You might want to pull the thread down below so that when it finishes, before you change the thread, you have more thread on the out here. Come on, go on in, because that just is not nice there. Okay. Okay, it's got to go back up through that piece here. I want to stand on this side because of the camera, but I can see it there. Okay. Okay. So the thread buries itself, but if you are threading it and you want to pull this out just a little bit so that doesn't happen, you can always take it up and put it over the top, and you're back in business. So, okay, so I got the yellow on, and we're going to go again. Did I pull it through? You know what? I'm not paying attention, and we all do it. Let's get the yellow out here. I did not pull my thread all the way through, so consequently, I was going to start sewing green, and we have to watch that. And we all make mistakes. Okay, so now we'll get ready here. Now what? Okay, my needle threader is still on. My needle threader is still on. Close that. If you have a message on the screen, your icons are not going to work. So you have to close the message before the icon's going to work. All right, so now it's threaded. We're going to go again. Didn't I just do it? It's threaded. I have to lock, unlock. There we go. Your speed on this machine is 1,000 stitches per minute. Yeah, 1,000 per second. No, minute. 1,000 per minute. You go in, you can go from 400, 500, 600, all the way up to 1,000 when we're stitching on a flat. When we go to the caps, 600 is the max we can go on a cap, which isn't bad. It does a really, really good job. It has a hopping foot, so you can see the foot is hopping, and it gives you a beautiful stitch. Yeah, it's got a good screen. It has a needle cutter, so you can a thread cutter. So if I had a problem, I could cut the thread right where it was. And you got your needle up, needle down. You have all your preferences. This paper up here, it's your all your preferences, so you can actually change your speed or change your tension. Really don't have a problem with tension with this machine. I've never really had to adjust the tension. You do need to clean it once in a while. So now it's just finishing this one side. It's going to do, I'm going to let it do it in the yellow. What we're hearing is the scraping of that sticky back stabilizer. Yeah. I like to have this, when I do this sticky back, I don't like it too large around, because that's what you're going to get, because it's going to rub on something else. I like to have it maybe a ½ inch around, and a lot of times I bring it up over the hoop. Okay, so now we're going to, okay, what this is going to do now, it's going to draw this line, and then we're going to go back in turn this around and line up that line. So here we go. It's going to make, and I'm going to pull this out afterwards. But it's a basting stitch that goes across. Okay, now it's going to ask me, do I want to do the next segment? So if you noticed before, I had an A and a B. So I'm going to say, okay. So now it wants me to bring in the B, which is the other side. Okay, so I'm going to bring that in. I'm going to set it. And I'm going to embroider it. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to rotate it twice so that it's now going to, and I'm going to take my frame and I'm going to turn it around. Okay, so we got it around. And now I need to go, okay, I'm going to say, okay, all right. Now I'm going to go into this. This is my, where it's going to start, okay? So when I go in here, I want to come over and touch the lower, this lower side here. Okay, and I have to move it up. Okay. If you see, can you get in here close? That particular, the pointer, the laser pointer really needs to be on this piece right here. Now, this is the second time I've done this. And at the very beginning, I noticed I had to move it up just a little, and I didn't do that this time. So basically, you want this pointer to be right on that. Okay. So you have an area that you need. So what it's telling me is I've got too much on this side and not enough on this side. Okay. So I would need to have moved this down just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and do it, and you'll see, but it'll be just a little bit off because I'm just like 2 millimeters off over here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do it so you can see. And what it's going to do is when it does that line, it's going to stitch where that line is. So you're going to see that I'm like 2 millimeters off. Okay. So it's going right underneath that. That's how far I'm off. If that was right on, everything's going to match up. But let's go ahead and finish it anyway. Sorry about that. It's all a learning experience, but what's trying to get across here is it is possible to do a full 14-inch with this machine. So, okay, so I got this one and we got this one. Demos don't always seem to come out right, but we all learn. Don't let that discourage you. Okay, and we will come in here and get that here. Okay. Okay, so you can see where it's stitching. It's just a little bit on that side of it. So you're going to see it when it comes up here. It's going to line up, but it's going to be just a little bit off. I get brazen at times. And all you have to do to stop it is just stop it. And then you can start it up again. You know, it's, you always have to push lock and then go. It's a real easy machine to get used to. And you will love it. See, anything else we can talk about while we're... The accessories, yes, you're going to get... one nice thing about all the brothers, this is their screwdriver. This is their screwdriver. So it also, if you... I love it because there's times when this just gets lost. So all I have to do is go to my wallet and get a quarter. And all the screws work with a quarter. And it's nice because on a lot of the screws, you need to have a little bit of torque. And this is better than even having a long screwdriver. The round is really nice because it fits in the screws and you have a lot of torque. Okay, that was my, let's get to my blue. I'm into my green. We're going to be doing a cap a little bit later. And that'll be a lot of fun. Caps are really nice. And they make you a lot of money. Okay. So I need to go here and get this out. Come around here. Over there. And then it's just get started again. Okay, does that little stitch there and it'll just get removed. We'll just get that out of the way. Best to stop the machine when you're too close. It is possible to put that needle through your finger. Ask me how I know. Okay, what else can we talk about? Oh, okay, so we'll get back to this. What comes with it, you actually have you do have a screwdriver. Most all the screws on the machine will take this screwdriver. Just all your basics. You do have this screwdriver right here that you can use for your needle, not your needles. Your needles, we're going to use an Allen wrench. I don't know what you'd use this for right now because most of your screws, you're going to use the quarter or the round one. It does come with oil. This machine, you do have to oil. If you have a flatbed, it's pretty much contained. But this machine, the bobbin area, we are going to oil it. And you oil it every day. Does come with some needles. So all your essentials are in here. This little piece right here is a needle threader also. So if you look at that, it has a little catch right here that you put your needle in there and then you're able to not go up all the way up to your machine. You can hold it. The needle will fit right in there. Don't know if that makes sense to anyone. Okay. We're almost done. trying to think of what else. It's a very simple machine, but it really is a workhorse. Okay, so we're going to get the yellow now. Okay, so look at that. Here we go. You can see we're not too far off. If anybody has any questions at the end, we'll take questions. Whether you're an embroiderer or you're a crafter, or this is just, if embroidery works well on anything. So you do pillows, you're just, you don't have limitations on this one like you would have limitations on a flatbed. Really, the only cleaning you're going to have to do on a regular basis would be cleaning your bobbin case. And I'll show you that when we get finished here. Trying to think of all the things that I could tell you. It actually does come with these. It comes with the 8x8 hoop, this one, which is, that's your normal frame, which is good for bags. If you wanted to do a little bit bigger on the bag, this would take a long bag. You could do that. There also are, well, there's a lot of ways to do things other than with these hoops. There's other hoops. There's fast frame hoops. A lot of hoops would adapt to this machine. These 4 little hoops do come with the machine. So there's that one, this one, and this one. You also can get round hoops for this machine. They're accessory. The fast frames come in all different sizes. And again, the fast frames are similar to this one. But you got to remember that you only have an 8x8 area. But 8x8 is pretty big, you know. So, okay, so this is done. So even though we were off, that looks pretty good. I mean, nobody'd be able to tell once I take those lines off. So let's go back to Blaine and let's see if he can give us some pricing. Maybe? Okay. Should we go on to something else? Okay, we'll just continue.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
So I was muted. Sorry. So anyway, everybody can hear me now, hopefully. Well, what I was going to tell you, sorry about that, Janet. We delayed getting to you, and then Roger had me muted when we came back. So we're sorry about that. But anyway, what I was going to say, and one of the things we're going to tell you a little bit about how you can get this machine. And the great thing about this machine is one of the great things about it is that split design. And with that split design, that's what makes this machine, it just sets it apart. So you're getting a 8x8 embroidery field, okay? And that 8x8 is awesome, trust me. But all these bigger flatbed machines that are on the market are, some of them are 9.5 by 16 and different things like that. So what that Durkee sturdy frame does, it turns this persona from an 8x8 embroidery field to an 8x14. So what you're able to do with almost a lot of the digitizing softwares on the market right now will do split designs. So Floriani has Total Control that does it. Brother has the PS all the PE design series. Most of those will do a split design. So once you make that split design in your software, you just take that design, put it on a thumb drive, load it on your machine. And what that'll do is it'll let you do the first part like you saw Janet do. You can embroidery that, and then you flip it 180 and then finish it. And what that does is that lets you able to do, jacket backs. You can do a big jacket back with this machine. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how you can get the machine today. And also I'm going to show you some options that you can do with this for this machine that actually completely sets it apart from any other machine out there on the market to me. So Roger, if we could show them. So guys, this machine is $49.99, okay? And that's our everyday price. But what we've got today, as you know, I've got some specials. And the only way you can get the special is by calling in. It's a call-in special. And Nick's whole team over there today, they're on the phones waiting for your call. But it's a call-in special. And we've got some special packages put together just for you today on the show. And guys, this is only for the show today. After the end of the day today, 6 p.m. Pacific time, you can't get the pricing. So make sure if y'all are interested in one of these machines, give us a call. And hey, if you hadn't even thought about it till today and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't make the decision till today, give them a call anyway and just talk to them about it. And they've got some special financing we've got right now to help you out. And then we can work something out with you. If you're not ready to buy today, maybe they can delay it a day or two or something. But give them a call to make sure they get your name, because that's the only way we will honor the pricing of today is that they already have your name over there. And the reason I'm stressing this, guys, because we've got some fantastic packages. I can't, as y'all know, if you've been on these shows before, because of advertising restrictions, I can't tell you what these packages are. All I can tell you is the normal price is $49.99, and we have put together some fantastic specials today on this machine with some packages, and we have a great financing package available as well. So great special. Give us a call at 800-401-8151, and I'm going to tell you just a little bit about some features on this machine. So again, these are the basic features on this. It has that LCD display, and the size of that, it's 3.6 inches by 6 inches. So it's a great big LCD screen. It's easy to see. It has the display. The number of colors is 260,000 that are on that display. So it'll actually show you the colors and things that you're doing on your design on the display. It has a screensaver. It has an opening screen that comes on. It has the touch panel. It's all touch screen. It actually has on-screen help. So it has a tutorial built in the machine that you can go in and get help on. It has built-in languages. So if you speak Spanish and you want Spanish language to come on the screen, you can choose that. So that is a great feature on this. It has on-screen editing. And that's one of the things that you can change the sizes. You can do a lot of things, move the design around on screen. It has the LED lights. It has 4 bright LED lights on that thing. And I don't know if y'all noticed when Janet was doing it, but it really has a great light package and lights the surface that you're embroidering up extremely well to help you see. And then it has the screen setting brightness. You can adjust that screen setting. You know, so if it's bright for your eyes, you can lower that setting to make it a little dimmer so it's not so bright for you. It has the thread tensioning is automatically built in. So your thread tensioning is automatic. It has the needle threading system. And this is, you know, it's an advanced needle threading system. It's kind of like a multi-needle style. And then it has the eyelet threading system for consistent thread tension. And then it has the easy bobbin winding that's built on the side of the machine. So you can wind your own bobbins right on the side of the machine. And then then that's also adjustable speed. It has the thread sensor. It has the thread sensor to tell you if, you know, on and off with the bobbin up and down, or the upper bobbin, I'm sorry. And then it has the automatic thread cutter. And you know, one of the things too about this machine that y'all noticed when Janet was doing it is how easy it is to change the thread color. This is a one needle machine. So if you compare this to your flatbed machine, and just say you're embroidering on a flatbed and you're wanting to change the thread colors, well, not only are you going to have to take the spool off and move it and put the new color on and thread it through. This one, you have 4 colors already up there ready to go, and all you have to do is pull one color. You clip your thread at the spool, tie the new color on, pull it through, and then thread your needle. It's that simple. You can actually change thread colors, I think, in under 10 seconds. It is extremely fast. And that's the great thing about this machine. And that's what separates it apart for me from everything out there for the price that you're paying for this machine, what it will actually do. And most people, you know, it's kind of a known fact. 4 colors are about the most colors that most people use on designs, and especially hats. This thing, usually 2 colors is about all you ever use. And the most popular colors in hats are 1 color. I mean, most people just use 1 color. We're going to tell you about the hat function of this too. We're going to go back to Janet and show you that. But I've always called this machine the premier hat machine in America because it is fantastic for doing hats. And it has that tubular arm. So you can do, you know, bags. You can do shirt sleeves. You can do pants. You can even do shoes on this thing. You know, boots. There's so many things that you can do over a flatbed machine. So that's why I just love this machine. And then, you know, like we said, the maximum embroidery area is an 8x8. But if you get that border, that sturdy hoop with software, you can actually increase that to an 8x14. The speed, I think Janet talked about the speed. You can go from 400 stitches per minute to 1,000 stitches per minute. You can do cap. Cap speed is from 400 stitches per minute to 600 stitches per minute on caps. And then it comes with 6 frames. You're going to get that 8x8 frame. You're going to get a 4x4, a 2x2. You're getting that 1.3 inch by 3 inch or 3.3 inch. And then you're getting a 1.25 inch by 1 3/4 inch hoop. It comes with it. You're getting built-in Brother exclusive embroidery designs. There's 405 of those designs built in. You're getting built-in embroidery lettering fonts, and there's 20 size adjustable lettering fonts that are built in. The built-in alphabet designs. You're getting a floral. You're getting applique. You're getting Greek, vine, classic, and hang to dry. You're getting built-in frame design, 10 shapes times 14 stitch patterns. It just keeps going on and on. And one of the things I really wanted to talk to you too is about the features of the machine. And if Roger, we could, I mean, not the features, some of the optional packages, if we could put that on the screen, some optional packages that you can get with us. And this is the thing I talk about, the versatility of this machine, okay? And that's on our website right there. Y'all can see the versatility of this machine is just incredible, guys. And this is the thing. You can buy an optional 4-inch by 7-inch border frame, and you can rehoop your fabric without removing the frame. And it includes a USB that contains 50 border designs. The other thing that you can get is an optional wide table. And this is a 21-inch by 25-inch wide table that helps prevent a larger, or provides a larger working surface. And what that does, and I always recommend when you're using that Durkee sturdy frame to do that split design, I've always tell people I like using a table on that because it helps support that big frame. And also they have And they have that optional tubular frame table. And I think you can see that over, it's onto the right side of the stand. Now that optional tubular frame table, that thing is actually adjustable. So you can actually put it on it slips over that tubular arm on the machine. And then there's a release mechanism that you can pull and extend that table out, that little tubular arm out. And that really helps support, that the big jerky frame. And it also helps you, easily embroidery sleeves, pants, other tubular items like, bags. And it just serves as an extra support for those big fabrics. And it easily attaches and removes with no space between the machine and table. So that is a great addition to it. And then you see right beside it the stand, that optional stand. That stand, I think Janet had pointed that out. This, you can make it a custom height and adjust it to your height to help you for your machine. It comes with the wheels, you can roll it around, and then it has the what I call the anchor legs that you can screw them down and make it a permanent support on the table. It also will accommodate all your hoops and frames, and then it also has where you can actually hoop up your cap frames. It has that bracket built right on the machine where you can put the cap frame and frame all your caps up before you put them on the machine. So that is a great thing. And I think somebody had mentioned about, can you quilt on this? Well, Brother, just to kind of give you some inside information, Brother originally had talked about making this, was coming out with this as it was going to be a quilting machine that did embroidery. And so I think what they decided to do is like, well, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So let's make it an embroidery machine that you can actually do quilting on. So it has an optional free motion quilting kit that you can purchase. And this optional free motion quilting kit enables you to add free hand stippling designs to quilts and create your own freehand sewing designs with artwork. So as you can see that right there, it's got the table, it's got all the stuff that comes with it, has the foot controller. And this thing, guys, is so awesome. And I've seen a lot of people do work on this, and it is absolutely awesome. So they combine embroidery and they combine the free motion quilting with it, and you can make some extremely unique table runners, towels, quilts. There's so many things you can do. And then as you see right there, we have the optional cap equipment that you can get with this, and that's that cap frame. And you can, you hoop up your cap, put it on there. You can do embroidery hats. It does a great job embroidering hats. And then lastly, there's a big optional embroidery 8x8 hoop that you can get. And there's a lot of different hoops that you can buy, options to add to the collection. But, and also I always tell people, I recommend, Durkee has a set of the fast frames that you can get with it. And then Dime has a set of those snap hoops that are magnetic. And I love both the Durkee and the Dime snap hoops. Both, the Durkee I like to use those for the sticky hoops. And then the magnetic hoops that Dime have, those snap hoops, those are really nice. And to me, it just makes it so much faster to do things. And so again, guys, we have got some packages put together today for these machines. And I can't stress to you enough, this is probably one of the best, times we've had on this machine this year, that the packages we put together. So if you give the guys a call at the call center, we have a couple different packages. We have a really good package with just the machine only, with the accessories that come in the box. And then we have a package with the machine and some of the things that you saw me show, some of the optional features on there that you can get. And again, we've got a package that you can get the stand with the cap frame. And then we have a package today as well that you're going to get the stand, the machine, and the software along with that Durkee sturdy frame. So it kind of depends on where you want to start. And again, what I want to stress to you is the flexibility of this machine. It's something that you can purchase a machine and you can keep adding on as you wanted to do, expand your hobby or expand what that machine's capabilities are, especially, with the free motion kit and that tubular table arm. There's a lot of things that you can do with those accessories that you don't have to have them now. You can get them at a later time. So again, guys, this is a great package. Make sure you give us a call right now at 800-401-8151. And one of Nick's teams will pick up that phone. Just tell them, hey, I want to know all about the Persona pricing today. And I want to know what all packages you have put together, because they've got some great packages, but it is a call-in special. The only way you can get those is by calling in today, because we can't advertise the price on air. So let's go back to Janet, and I want to talk all a bit about, she's going to show us how to do a cap frame and how to hoop that up. And so Janet, can you show us a little bit about how the cap frame works and how you can load that on the machine?
Absolutely. I kind of left it so that I could take this off and show you exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to take these 2 screws out. You don't have to have the big screw out. This screw over here moves so that you can have the smaller frames. So I don't need to touch it now. And the little frames have their own, I don't show you that. The little frames have their own bar to use. And on this, these little screws get lost. And they have 2 spots over here where you can actually store them. And it's good to put them there. Okay, so now when I don't have any frame on, the machine thinks it's a cap frame. I don't know if you know that. So I'm going to take, this is my actual driver here. It takes place of the long one. And I'm going to put it on. And these 2 screws, let me show you. These two screws at the bottom, and then there'll be 2 screws at the top. So I'm going to put this on. And it slides into this area back here. And there. Okay, you don't have to take those screws out, but if you get them too far loose, they're going to come out. Okay, so I'm going to push this side back and screw this in, not real tight. And then I'm going to push this side back and I'm going to screw this one in. And then I'm going to take my quarter or my little screwdriver here, and I'm going to tighten them down. And it's nice because this round one just fits right in those screws really nicely. Okay, now I'm going to get my 2 top ones. And there's a little hole on this side that it'll screw down. And one on this side that it'll screw down. All right, and then we'll tighten them. One thing about the screws, if your machine isn't reading the hoop or says you need to go to a different hoop, it's because the screws aren't tight. You don't need to have them wrenched down, but you need to torque them a little bit. Okay, when you first put on your cap driver, you're going to have, it comes with these screwdrivers, these Allen wrenches, and this piece of rubber. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your number 2 millimeter, and if you look right in here, you're going to loosen these 2 screws. Okay, I've already done it, so I'm not going to do it. And then once they're loose, you push down on this top and you tighten them up. Okay. You have to calibrate this driver for your machine. So then you're going to take these screws right here and the top and bottom, and the top and bottom here, there's 4 of them. You're going to loosen those up, and you're going to slide this piece underneath. Well, let me just do it so I can get that under there again. Okay, so I'm going to loosen these up. And this is the 3 millimeter. And what you're going to do is you're going to slide this piece underneath. Just lift that up and slide it underneath. And then you press down. And then you're going to come back in here and tighten them up. And that's all you have to do. And then it's calibrated to your machine. And this is in the manual. And it's not hard to do at all. Okay, so we're going to take this out. And it's still in there tight. I think I'm going to lift it up just a little bit. Okay. One more time. Okay, I'm going to lift it up just a little bit. Okay, right there. And I'm going to tighten that down. It should be able to slide in and out pretty freely. And that just stops it from rubbing on the arm. Okay, so now it's good. Now it should be good. Okay, so that's only once. You only have to do that once. And then it's calibrated to your machine. So now we're going to come over here, and I've got a hat. And we have to stage our hat onto the hoop. This is the jig, and this piece right here, okay, that it sticks out. It's got 2 screws in it. It's going, this part right here on this right here on the hoop has to fit inside that. Another thing, people have had a problem where it goes. So these 2 pieces right here that are sticking out here, if you put that down right at the bottom, okay, and you look where that is, you can slide it on. All right, goes on pretty easy. Then this piece is going to come over, and we put stabilizer on this. So stabilizer, I like this Floriani gridded stabilizer because I can cut all these up myself, just with a rotary cutter, just cut them up, and you go 3 by 9 for this hoop, or for this frame. And then you're going to put this on, and you're going to, there's little pieces here that you're going to want to hold it and to hold the stabilizer. Okay, you do that. Okay, and then I take, comes with these really nice clips. And if for something happens to your clips, you also could use staple clips. But these are really nice because they just work so much better. They're made for it. But in a pinch, you could use a office supply clip. But it comes with 4 of them, and I only use 2 half the time. So, okay. Then you've got this. Now your hat, a lot of hats come with a, well, all hats come with a piece of cardboard in here. You have to take that out. because you could stitch it through it, but it gets very hard. Okay, and ask me how I know. Okay, so we're going to take the stabilizers here. We're going to slide this up underneath. Okay, right here, see this piece right here? This facing here has to go underneath that. Okay, and I'm going to line it up there and down here and down here. Okay, now my seam of my hat is right here in the center. So one thing great about this machine is it does sew over those seams really nice. So I need to have that. So here's a notch that shows it to me. There's a notch down here that shows it to me, and I need to line them all up. Okay. And I'm going to take this piece here, and I'm going to put my hat in between it. Now you have on your hat where your brim is, there's a seam. And these cleats that are on this strip here, okay, you got cleats on this strip. The cleats have to fit inside that seam. You want them inside the seam. Now, I like to, depending on how tight this is, okay, on the other side, you do have a clip. So you need to put the clip over the latch. And I want to see, okay, so you can see right now that the clips are coming out of that seam. So what I want to do is reposition it, and you can get those clips right in the seam, hold it, and I like to have it a little bit to the left, and then when you clip it, it goes straight, okay? Then this piece comes down, and you can see that I'm lined right up. Okay, and that's all there is to it. Now I can take my clip here off my stabilizer, put it on this side, and I can take this one. Now I personally like to have 2 frames. If I was going to do a lot of hats, I would have 2 frames. I would be staging one while the other one's stitching. Don't need more than that because you can only have one on at a time. Okay, so now what I have to do is go sideways because again, we have this, am I there? Okay, right here has to go in this little spot here. And then the clips are going to fit into there. So I'm going to take it here. Okay. Get it. Okay. All right. I'm going to turn it off and turn it back on so I can get positioned right. See how it moved back? Okay, so now I'm going to get this in here, and I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to clip it in. Okay. All right, there it is. Okay, you got to make sure there's a clip on the bottom and 2 on the sides. And now we're ready. See, that was really easy, wasn't it? It really is. Do it a few times and you'll be master at it. It goes really fast. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to get I made an SMP in there. All right, when we set this, okay, and I'm going to go to embroidery and watch what happens to the SMP. It turns it because you want it facing the right way. We don't have to turn it. It does it for us. Okay. Another thing that I did, you'll see in if you put the M in first and then the S, or if you start in the center over that, when you're doing hats, you should start in the center and then work to the sides. And then you won't have it a problem with the shifting of the fabric. You can do that in software, but if you're using the fonts in the machine, that's how I would do it. I'd put the middle one in and do it that way when you're lining it up. Okay, so I'm going to actually, I think we're ready. So let's just go for it. Very quiet, very nice. Hats are a lot of fun to do, and they really make you a good amount of money. This machine has a good sound. Now, you'll see that when it's actually doing a zigzag right now. So it slowed itself down to do that because that's a longer stitch. Now it's going to go back in and do the satin stitch. And this is an unconstructed hat. Hats come in two ways. They come as constructed, which has a buckram-like stiffness in it. And then they come unconstructed, which most of your sports teams and whatever will use the unconstructed. The kids love the unconstructed. And the fabric is more apt to move on an unconstructed because it's not as stiff. So again, starting in the middle, it's going to eliminate any of that problem of pushing. Because when it does the next one, it's going to push it over this way. And when it does this one, it's going to push it that way. So it goes away from the hard spot, which would be the seam. Very rarely do I have a problem doing hats. A lot of your schools have a student of the month hats. That's a good project that you could look into. I did that for years for my daughter's a school teacher, and I did that for years for the kids. And they all look forward to getting to that grade where they could, or that spot where they got student of the month. And like I said, I can walk away from this and I'm not going to have any problem. You could see stitching out on this machine. It hasn't given us a glitch. Some people are afraid to do that, but when you know, that baby monitor really helps. Now, like I said, there's this machine has a lot of fonts, and I believe you can. It's real hard to find good small fonts, and it's got excellent small fonts. Guess I could have made it a little smaller. We'll take this in and give it to Blaine. There's really not much more to hats than just what we're doing. Okay, we got a P to go. So you'll be surprised at how nice the inside looks also. Well, at least you can see that it'll do a nice big size. And I wasn't all the way down, so I didn't bring it all the way down. So it could go down further on the hat if you wanted to, closer to the brim. A lot of people ask about stitching on the brim, and you can't do that. When they do that, the hats, the brims are, the stitching's done before they actually make the brim. Yeah, you'll see that on a lot of hats, but it's all done before the brim is actually made. A lot of times you see the puffy foam, the 3D, it'll do that great. It's got a nice sound, a really nice sound. Yeah, it's very nice. Pardon me? Yeah. Almost there. Okay. You see on the I could go all the way down to that bottom. So I could move it up and get it clear to that line. So okay, so when you take it off, you're gonna just pull it back, and of course you have to turn it, and then you pull it out. You're gonna take this off. You're gonna undo this latch. Take these clips off, and it comes off. And you just take the paper off on the inside. Look how nice that is on the inside. And very nice. Okay. There you go. Okay, back to you, Blaine. There he is. You see it?
Yeah.
All right, y'all hear me?
There you go.
Okay. All right. Well, great job, Janet. That looks good. I love the lettering on that, the size and everything. So, guys, again, we're going to remind you how you get the persona. And today we have a great special for you. And so, if we could, Roger, let's put the overlay up there. I'm going to show everybody. So this is a call-in special. The normal price on this is $49.99. We have some great financing available, 60-month at 0% interest. Get those payments down a little over $80 a month. And we have a couple different packages. So we have one, you can get the machine only and get the accessories that come with it. And you'll get those 6 hoops and the things that you know, you're going to see, what you see right there. Then the next package we have, if Roger can put that up there, this is another package we have. Now, this is what we call I think this is I Want It All bundle, isn't it? And this is the one you're getting the stand along with the software. You're getting to make those, you know, digitizing software to make those split designs, and you're getting that sturdy frame, the 8x14, and it's the Embroiderings, enthusiasts. And so you're getting all that with that. And again, this is $65.56 normal price. That's our normal sell price. The MSRP on this is $9,100. We sell it for $65.56.90. We got a better price than that, but you have to call in to get the special deal on this today. And again, let's go. And then we have one more package up there, I think, Roger. Right there we have, if you want to just get the stand and cap frame, that is $69.97. And again, you're getting the machine, the stand, and the cap frame. So if you're doing a lot of hats and things, we have that package for you right there at $69.97. That's our normal sales price, but we have a call-in special on it today, and we have some great financing. And again, I can't stress to y'all enough about this machine. It's a great machine, and the way we have the packages laid out today, hey, we have a great price for you. So, again, and I've been around this persona for a long time, and I know that if you've got a flatbed machine, they do a lot of things. They have a lot of built-in technology and things. But this machine, I'm telling you, with all the things it can do, it is probably the most functional machine that we're selling right now, with all the different features and things that you can do, especially with all those optional, add-ons that you can put on. With the free motion kit, you can do the, that little, the table you can put on. Now, again, the free motion table and the regular table are 2 different accessories that you can get on it. And then it has that tubular table, extension table, that you can put on it too, to help do, support that jerky hoop. I always like to put the tables on when I'm doing those bigger hoops, so it helps support it a little bit better. But again, guys, there are so many different things that you can put on this as options, and to get you into embroidery. And if you even have a home-based business, doing, if you're doing onesies, if you're doing hats, there are so many different things you can do. And I've seen so many people do shoes, like buy the little Pro CAD tennis shoes and do embroidery on those and sell those on their Etsy shop and different things. So what a great machine we have to offer today, with 3 great packages. And again, guys, if that package you saw on the screen wasn't exactly what you wanted, we can customize a package just for you with some of the optional features. But we have the best pricing we've had on this machine in a long time. Today only, 6 p.m., the sale is over. However, if you give them a call, just give them a call today and at least get your name that you've inquired about it. We can work with you on the time frame. We can extend it all the way into the week, but you have to call in to get that pricing locked in today. And we have that special financing again on it, but can't stress to you enough on it. And Roger, is there any questions that came up that I'm not going to answer for anybody that you see? If you have a question for me about any of this, right now, chime in and ask a question, and we'll see if we can answer it while we're on air. we're just we're approaching almost 2 hours today, so a little bit of a longer show than normal, but we're going to wrap it up here in just a few minutes. But I wanted to give you an opportunity, if you had any questions for me on this. I'm pretty familiar with this machine. I've been using this machine for quite a while. And I tell you, Janet did a fantastic job of detailing it out today. And I hope y'all enjoyed that close-up camera work. And I hope you enjoyed seeing that split design and the hat frame, because those are the two things that, people are intimidated by a little bit. And I'm telling you, the process that Janet showed you was the process, and it seemed like it took a long time, but I promise you, once you get this down, you can actually put a cap on there and get it all done in about a minute, less than a minute. It is so easy to do. And then you have that one cap ready, and as Janet suggested, to get that second cap frame. And once you get that, you can actually just take that off that bracket that's on the stand. You can take that off, take your embroidery cap off the machine, put the next one on, and have it embroidering while you're taking this off and then getting the next one ready. So if you're looking at a cap production standpoint, this machine's fantastic. It'll go all the way up to 600 stitches per minute on caps. And if you're doing any other embroidery, it'll go up to 1,000 stitches per minute. And again, the flexibility of this thing, if you want to do free motion quilting, it'll do free motion quilting with that optional free motion quilting kit. So it has a lot of versatility built in. And hey, if you're a Disney fan, you're going to get access to the Embroidery website by Brother that has all the Disney designs on. I think they have about 1,000 Disney designs. You can go, no subscription you need or anything. You can go just buy the embroidery designs that you want, download those, download them, put them on a thumb drive and load them right on your machine. And then you have Disney you can do. So it's a great machine all the way around. I'm a big fan of the Persona, and we hope you will be too. And if you already own one out there, hey, take a look at some of these optional accessories we have, especially the border frame is a great option to have. And then the sturdy frame, that Durkee sturdy frame, to make that design go from an 8x8 to an 8x14 is a game changer to me. And there it is right there. We have that. That's $219 on just the sturdy frame itself. So if you've been in the market to get one of those, we have a call-in special on it. We're going to actually give you a better pricing on that today as well. Again, I can't tell you what the pricing is because of MAP pricing restrictions. But anyway, make sure that you give us a call on that if you're looking for that border frame. And then we also have some software packages. We have the Total Control package. We have PE Design 11. And right there, you see that it's normally $1,000, $999 for that sturdy frame with the PE design. We have an actually call-in special on it. So if you just want to get the software and that frame to add it to your Persona, if you already own one, this is the time to do it today. Great specials. So Roger, did they have any questions that came up?
We have one question regarding the memory. How much memory does the machine hold?
As far as designs you're talking about?
I believe she's just asking.
Yeah, I'm not real sure about the memory on how many designs you can hold in that machine. But the great thing about these machines, if you don't want to store it in your machine, you can keep it on a thumb drive or keep a file in your computer, transfer it to that thumb drive and just plug it in and put it right on the machine when you want to use it. So that's the great thing about it. You don't have to worry about the machine having a lot of storage for designs because of that thumb drive. It actually has 2 USB ports built into the machine. So that's one of the great things about the Persona 2. You can just plug it right in and take the designs off that thumb drive. So anyway, guys, hey, I hope y'all enjoyed it today. And I think it's time to, don't we have a doorbuster today? Doorbuster! I can never that never gets old to me. So today, guys, we have a great self-healing mat for those rotary cutters. And this is that RMSG mat. It's an 18-inch by 24-inch. This is a normal about a $40. I think it's a $38 price point on this. Today, we have them for $16.99, shipped free right to your door. No, it's not shipped free though, is it, Roger? No free shipping on it. I think you have to have an order of $45. You have to have an order of $45 to get free shipping. So, but anyway, this will ship here right out today. If you order it today, we can probably get it out today. But these are great mats, self-healing. If you've ever used them, I've got one of these that because I used to cut with X-Acto knives to cut out my vinyl graphics and things that I play around with. And man, I tell you what I love about them. They don't scar up. They don't leave the cut marks. And if you've not had one of these, man, I encourage you to get one of these. This is a great mat to use, especially that self-healing. And guys, we've got a great price on these today at $16.99. And you know, matter of fact, the one I bought, Roger, was a lot bigger than this, but I paid like almost $100 for it.
It's a great deal.
And so this is a really good price today, guys. And that 18 by 24 is a great size. It'll fit, you know, in a lot of tabletops and a lot of areas. It doesn't take up a ton of room, but it'll enable you to use, you know, if you're cutting out things for, you know, to do for quilting and things, it works so good with those rotary cutters or any kind of ruler work. So we encourage y'all, if y'all been in the market for one of these, $16.99, give us a call right now. And actually this machine, you can go right to the website and go up in the search bar on our website and just type in OLFA 18 times 24, and it'll take you right to the product page where you can buy this. We have the price on the doorbuster today on the web, so you can buy it without even calling in, but you can still give us a call if you want to at 800-401-8151. So it is giveaway time, isn't it?
Woo!
What y'all been waiting for. So let's go ahead. Now I want to give the machine away from last week first. So last week, as y'all know, we gave a machine. We let you have be able to make comments, ask questions all week long. And this is that Baby Lock Zest machine that we're giving away from last week's show. And I'm going to tell you how you can win one of these machines, how we're doing it. So basically, we've got it set up now to where if you make comments or ask questions during our live show, you're getting entered to win. If you're watching the show after the show's over on a tape delay, like if you're watching the recording part of it, you can go still and make comments and ask questions underneath the video. And that's also going to enter you to win. You can do that for the entire week. And we're going to go, and the following week, we'll pull that winner from the previous week, if that makes sense to you. And what also helps you, if you go and subscribe to our channels, give us, if you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, give us that thumbs up, hit the bell notification. If you're on Facebook, you can go down and like the video and share it. That also helps you to win. So we really encourage y'all to do that. But anyway, we had a winner from last week, and our winner is, boom, right there. Cecilia Chandler. So Cecilia Chandler, congratulations on being our winner and of the Baby Lock Zest. So Cecilia, what we want you to do is send us an email to contest, plural, with an S on the end of it, at SewingMachinesPlus.com. Give us your name, your shipping address, where you want your machine shipped to. And as soon as we get information, we'll get it right out to you. So congratulations, Cecile. All right, Roger, let's give away some bags. So we're going to give away some of our event bags today. This is our event bag bundle. This is a $49.99 value on our website that we sell them for. They're at $9.99 individually, and these all have special sewing and embroidery and quilting sayings on the bag, along with our information on the other side. You see the colors, they come in those great colors. There's 8 of these. So who's our first winner, Roger? Karen Carr. Hey, Karen, congratulations on the winning that. And Karen, send us an email to contest, plural, at SewingMachinesPlus.com, and we'll get those right out to you. All right, so let's get another winner. Brenda Martin. So congratulations, Brenda. You are winning a bag bundle as well. So Brenda, again, send us an email to contest, plural, with the S on the end of it, to SewingMachinesPlus.com with your name and your shipping address, and we'll get those right out to you. Next up, we're going to give us some sewing mats away. And what we're going to do here, we have these 6 mats to choose from. We have 3 different sizes. You have a medium, large, extra large. You see those beautiful 6 colors there. We have the Brother Blue, that's the match of Brother, the Baby Lock Gold. We have the Bernina Red. We have pink, what I like to call the North Carolina Tar Heels blue, and the LSU Tigers purple. And we have those colors to choose from. And anyway, what we'd like for you to do is, if you haven't got one of these yet, make sure to go to the website and check them out. They're just up in the search bar, type in sewing mats. If you own a machine, we encourage you to get one of these. It's going to actually extend the life of your machine because it absorbs all that vibration from it. It doesn't transfer it to your electronics because all these machines are computerized now. And then it also dampens the sound of that machine and makes it extremely quiet. And then the third thing it does, it protects the surface you have that machine setting on. Easy to take care of, a damp cloth to wipe it down, and that is it. These things will last for a long time. It's like a huge giant mouse pad for your sewing machine. So who's our winner of our mats there? So Bobby Stanford. So Bobby Stanford, congratulations. And Bobby, just send us an email to contest, plural, with an S on the end of it, to SewingMachinesPlus.com. Tell us what size and what color of these 6 mats that you want, and along with your shipping address, and we'll get those out to you. All right, let's give one more of these away. Right there, it's Hazel Isabel. So Hazel, congratulations, Hazel. And you've won a mat. So again, Hazel, tell us what size, what color you want of that, and send us an email to contest, plural, with the S on the end of it, and at SewingMachinesPlus.com. And we tell us the size, what color, and your shipping address, and we'll get that right out to you. Also, now what we're going to show for next week is another machine. And look at this. We have the Brother CS5055 sewing machine that we're going to give away. And again, guys, if you want to win this machine, how we're going to do it is just by this week's show, today's show, when you did comments, ask questions, you go share the video. If you like us, you're going to be entered to win. Also, after the show's over, when that recording's up, if you go back and ask questions, comments on that, if you subscribe to the channels, all those things, you'll have a chance to win this machine on for this week. And we'll announce that winner next Thursday. And I'll be live at the Houston Quilt Festival, and we'll announce the winner from there, who wins this. And again, guys, hopefully if y'all are at the Houston Quilt Show, see if you can find me. Thursday, I'll be walking around, and probably Friday, but Thursday we'll be shooting our live show is going to be coming from Houston. And if you can come and find me, I've got a special prize for that person. The first person that comes up and finds me and says hello and introduces themselves. So again, we look forward to seeing y'all in Houston if you're there. If not, hey, stay tuned. We're going to show you some stuff from Houston. We'll show it on the live show, and just like you'll be there with me. So again, guys, another great show today. We hope you enjoyed that persona. Again, guys, here's what I stress to you. If you've been in the market for one of these machines and you've been dreaming about one, give us a call today. Hey, there's no obligation to call. Give us a call, ask some questions, find out about those special pricing we have, those special packages, and we want to get you set up in one of these PRS 100 personas because we love the machine so much. And if it's depending on you, it's your dream, your pipe dream, hey, give us a call anyway. And we can tell you all about the things that we have available for you to purchase one of these today. And hey, we understand, if it's not the right time, that's fine, but you can still give us your name and talk to us, and we can find out, and we can check with you later on when we're going to have another sale going on. So, but anyway, guys, hey, we hope you enjoyed the show today. Thanks for sticking around. And again, don't forget, next Thursday, we're going to be again at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I'll be broadcasting live from Houston at noon. In Houston time. So if you're in the Houston Quilt Festival around noon, come start seeing if you can find me. I'll be up and down that main aisle going to some of the big vendors that you know of. So anyway, guys, we hope you enjoyed the show today. Thanks for joining in, and we will see you again next week. Hope have a rest of your day and the rest of your week is awesome. See you later.